welcome to Now Showing. I'm Atika Farooqui. We celebrate cinema here, the magic of cinema, the past, the present and the future of cinema. Today we have a power-packed show. Very meaningful, very interesting. Let's begin with the headlines. Goodluck Jerry is a wacky, crispy black comedy that's worth your time on OTT. Kichcha Sudeep, the superstar of Kannada cinema, talks exclusively to us on his 3D film made on a budget of more than 100 crore. Singer Ankit Tiwari talks about his latest chartbusters and staying relevant. And Sanjeev Kumar's family talks to us on the book that is a tell-all tale of the 70s superstar's life. Let's talk about Goodluck Jerry that premieres on Disney Hotstar this week. Well, it's an official remake of Kolamavu Kokila, translated as Kolam Powder Kokila, which is a 2018 Tamil language black comedy crime film written and directed by Nelson, which was his directorial debut. The film starred Nayanthara in the lead. Goodluck Jerry is directed by Siddharth Sengupta and stars Janhvi Kapoor in the lead role, alongside Deepak Dobriyal, Meeta Bashisht, Neeraj Sood and Sushant Singh in pivotal roles. Goodluck Jerry is the story of a Bihari migrant and her sister and mother, who's played by the very powerful Meeta Bashisht. Jerry, that is Jaya Kumari, and Cherry, that's Chaya Kumari, are two sisters who are left to fend for themselves, even as they have no father and her mother has to be treated for cancer. Jerry is a sharp, witty, smart, with very strong survival instincts. For the lure of quick money, she offers to work for drug mafia in Punjab. Sliding her way sharply and smartly, she manages to do business that irks some of her contemporaries in the same gang. Agitated, she gets two suspected men killed who she thought wanted her to be caught by the police. She pleads the boss that she cannot do this anymore, but the boss says, "Aadmi is game mein aa to jata hai, lekin jata hai ya to uski goli se ya phir police ki goli se." Her cunningness earns her a name in this business. The new inspector is a no-nonsense cop and cracks down on drug dealers. Jerry is almost caught a couple of times but manages to evade the authorities. Her boss tries to kill her. However, an enraged Jerry brutally injures him and tries to flee with her family but is caught. Sushant Singh demands that she delivers a one last assignment of 100 kilos. She delivers the load, but it is revealed that she stretched most of it with salt. She then tricks and double crosses Bhai, that is the boss. In all, it's a roller coaster of a ride. The screenplay is sharp and edgy. The direction by Siddharth Sen reminds us of Ek Charlie's Ki Last Local, where the tragedy was the comedy and the comedy was the tragedy. The songs are composed by Parag Chhabra that actually celebrate the brazenness of the events. The lyrics by Raj Shekhar, the background score of the film is composed by Aman Pant. They all add to the film being wackier and quite unpredictable than its predecessors. Deepak Dobriyal is amazing in his Pamiji character that reminds us of Tanu Weds Manu avatar. But somehow he's quite unparalleled in these performances as they are supremely funny. In all, Goodluck Jerry is a fun ride with a lot of surprises and incidental humor. You can watch it on Disney Hotstar. Kiccha Sudeep, the superstar of Kannada cinema who also works in Tamil, Telugu and Hindi cinema, is a popular name in Bollywood too, with films like Phook, Dabangg 3 and Makhi, which was originally called Iga. He has worked with S.S. Rajamouli in several films and is popularly called Kiccha Sudeep, even as his real name is Sudeepa Sanjeev. He's acted in 55 films and directed and written 6 films. He also sings in his movies. His 3D film Vikrant Rona is in the theatres and is being loved by his fans. I meet up with him on a sunny afternoon for a casual and a frank conversation. Your name is actually Sudeep Sanjeev, but people call you Kiccha. You have done a film by the name of Kiccha. You've done a film by the name of Hucha. You've also done a film by the name of Kichcha Hucha. And people call you Kiccha Sudeep. First of all, interesting play of words. But what is Kiccha in your name? Is it like a respect?
It was actually a film called Hucha,
yeah,
in which the students, the friends in the film call me Kiccha. Kucha means pagal, so it's not a noun.
Okay.
It's a pagal thing, and in that I'll be called Kichcha as a nickname for
Kichcha.
Krishnamurti or whatever it is. So then Kichcha became popular. So then another production made just a film called Kichcha.
Kichcha, okay.
Then another production mingled with the Kiccha Hucha. That's how it happened. But Kichcha is what they call. Kichcha means Krishna, actually in short. And all my friends and fans, everybody, they call me with love Kichcha. So it became Kiccha Sudeep.
Kichcha Sudeep. Sudeep Avre, that's how we say sir, right?
Not exactly sir, with respect. G.
G. Like Garu?
Yeah, like Garu.
Like Garu, like so Sudeep Avre. You've done several Hindi movies also. I loved you in Phook. We recently saw you in Dabang 3 in a villainous role.
Yeah.
सबसे पहले तो मैं आपको ये बता दूं, जरा चश्मा हटा के अपनी आंखें दिखाइए जरा.
Yes, ma'am.
इतनी बड़ी आंखें मैंने सलमान के अलावा और किसी की नहीं देखी.
That's why I did Dabang after that. Like it.
He needs somebody worth being his opponent on screen. You know, तो ये आंखें हमसे ज़्यादा देखती हैं.
Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe. Can you see through the evil characteristics in a person, which we can't?
Ma'am, I think it's not an effort. It comes naturally that way. And I'm not trying to say that I keep looking for it all the time. But if somebody comes with a two-face, somebody comes with certain things, I can easily gauge it. That's very simple. I mean, that's what I keep telling even when someone is talking and someone asks me about Salman sir also, I tell the same thing. Don't go to him with two faces.
True.
You'll get caught.
Yeah. He's also
he
like
will
that.
catch you on
He
the
will
back
catch
foot.
you.
So yeah, so
He will catch
that's all it is, I guess.
Would we ever see you in a mainstream Hindi film of which the first language is Hindi?
No, maybe. See, there was no effort of even me looking for it also, no?
When Phook and Rak Charitra and all.
No, I
came to
didn't
you?
stay back to do my PR. I didn't even after doing a film called Run, after doing film like a Makki did well.
Yeah.
I didn't stay back to do my PR. I was happy doing what I'm doing. I think if things had to come, it'll come.
Yeah.
You know, but nothing that depressed me also, nothing that came that made me happy also. So I was okay doing my stuff. That's all it is. I think even the outcome of cinema today has changed. Like today, there is people collaborating from here with actors there for mainstream itself.
A lot. Even Salman Khan is like one of the presenters in your film, right?
Yeah. So there is a lot of collaboration happening today. Much like this 2021 and 2020 has changed like 10 years. It's like a 10 years change has happened in just 2 years.
Totally.
So I think there's a lot of collaboration happening now. So if Makki had come any time right now, probably I would have ended up, having much more mainstream films and things like that.
Totally.
So, but I'm trying to tell you, what he did then is magic.
Magic.
And I think that shouldn't be forgotten. And what I'm doing now with Vikrant Rona is today. So I'm okay with both. I'm quite sorted.
अब ऐसा होने लगा है कि सिनेमा की एक लैंग्वेज हो गई है. RRR को लोगों ने ऐसे पसंद किया जैसे बच्चन साहब की फिल्मों को पसंद करते थे. डू यू बिलीव कि पिक्चर बनी इस ऑडियंस के लिए है, वहाँ के लिए डब कर रहे हैं, या अब पिक्चर बन ही हर तरह की ऑडियंस के लिए रही है? It speaks the common language to the Telugu audience, Kannada and Hindi.
Does a Korean film or a Korean series think the same way?
No, they don't.
बनी इधर और चली उधर. उधर का फिल्म हम इधर देख रहे हैं तो हम तो सिर्फ एक few kilometers away हैं.
Yeah.
We are talking about a language about 100 kilometers away from you, 400 kilometers away from you, 500 kilometers away from you. हमारा काम है फिल्म बनाना. देखने वालों, which language you want to see, you choose. That is why the dubbing is happening today. Jackie Chan got away speaking Mandarin, dubbed into English, and we enjoyed it and made it blockbusters here. Neither was Mandarin our language, neither was English. We didn't even mind both. Lipping is something, English is something, and we are watching. तो हम तो बहुत साल के बाद ये discussion कर रहे हैं, तो actually we are very late.
We are very late. So actors पूरे हिंदुस्तान के एक्टर्स हो रहे हैं अब. ये नहीं कि ये साउथ के हैं, ये नॉर्थ के हैं. What is your take on that?
Good, no. Does any player from Indian team come from every 11 players coming from the same state or what? All are playing for one nation. So why don't they consider cinema as one? हम बैंगलोर से ही ऑपरेट करेंगे, आप इधर से ही ऑपरेट करो, वो चेन्नई से ही ऑपरेट करे, वो आंध्रा से ऑपरेट करे, वो क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है? हर लैंग्वेज में फिल्म जाए. हम ही डिसाइड कर रहे हैं कि नहीं हमारा नहीं देखेंगे, उन्हीं का देखेंगे, या वो सोच रहे हैं कि नहीं नहीं हमारा देखेंगे उन्हीं का, वो उनका नहीं देखेंगे, ऐसा नहीं होता है। जब वो हिंदी फिल्म्स और दूसरे लैंग्वेज का भी हमारा लैंग्वेज में जब डब हो रहा है तो हम भी वेलकम कर रहे हैं ना। अरे आओ कन्नड़ा में बात करो। उधर भी सलमान खान सर के फैंस है, वो देखना पसंद करेंगे कि वो अगर हमारे भाषा में बोल, ये आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग बीइंग पेट्रियोटिक हियर।
आई अंडरस्टैंड।
कई लोगों को हिंदी नहीं आता है रूरल में। अगर सर का वो अच्छा सा फिल्म रजनी सर है, उनका एक कन्नड़ा में आ गया तो इवन इफ इट इज केटरिंग टू फ्यू lakhs of people, do it, is what I'm saying. You are only getting closer to them.
What kind of scripts or the story ideas do you get attracted to?
Anything that I have not done so far, and anything that can be saleable. Definitely not every scene will have logics, and cinema is not based on logics. So cinema is based on very illogical things put together in a very believable manner. Is cinema for you. So because suddenly if you start singing right now each other, there's no music that's going to come from the air.
No.
But in cinema it does.
It is cinema, yes.
For every reaction we have. So you know, so it's a very believable, we have to make it believe. I will look back, I will look into my books as to what I have done so far. And if something I have not done so far, I will not look into how many heroes have done this. And every actor will give a different approach to the same character.
Yes.
And every director gives a different dimension to the same story.
Yes. And what do you have to say about the experience of working with Rajamouli, sir?
He's a fabulous technician, as in like, he's an employee who's hired by himself. Let me put it that way. He comes to the set ready to do any work. He gives the actor a fear that gadbad karo, I'll throw you and I'll become the hero. He is like, he gives that vibe.
Wow, yeah.
As in like, he's not somebody who screams and all. I'm not saying that. He's a very smiling guy.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, he knows so much that he can tell you, sir, एक background में अगर एक scrolling आता है ना, like if he's talking to you as an art director, we have background, once scrolling will be going. You better do it or I will learn. And the day I learn, you'll lose your job. Rajamouli.
अच्छा वो गाना तो रह गया।
कौन सा गाना गाओ?
आप तो इतने सारे गाने गाते हैं, पता है ये क्या क्या करते हैं, ये प्रोड्यूसर हैं, राइटर हैं, स्क्रीन राइटर हैं, गाने भी गाते हैं, तो हो जाए।
ऐसी के सॉन्ग।
वाह वाह वाह।
मैं कोई ऐसा गीत गाऊं कि आरज़ू जगाऊं, अगर तुम कहो, तुमको बुलाऊं, ये पल के बिछाऊं, कदम तुम जहाँ जहाँ रखो, ज़मीं को आसमां बनाऊं, सितारों से सजाऊं, अगर तुम कहो, हाँ अगर तुम कहो।
वाह 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 वाह, अरे आप तो बहुत अच्छा गाते हैं भाई, पूरा सुर में थे आप बिल्कुल। क्या बात है, अपनी भाषा में कुछ गाइए।
कन्नड़ा में? I'll sing a song from Vikrant Rona.
Yeah, Vikrant Rona. Oh, you've sung a song?
No. They asked me to, but I made my dear friend Vijay Prakash sing it. He sung it. His voice sounds just like me.
Okay.
I can cheat people actually.
Really?
Yeah, one of the days I can just, a very good song comes. And if I get selfish, and if I think I want to take the award, and if it's going to go to Grammy Awards and I'm going to take the Grammy Awards, I'm going to cheat with him. I'm going to tell him just sing and just get out. The only one who will be crying there is Vijay Prakash in his house. The rest, the whole world will believe it is me. I just tell him, don't sing it on any stage. That's all. His voice sounds so similar to me, but such a sweetie. I always say, if I'm the body, he is my voice. That's what I always say.
Has he sung a lot of your songs?
Lots he sang. So he sung a song, ma'am. That's a lullaby song. Thannane biso kali, haadide jojo lale, ಈ ನನ್ನ ಮಡಿಲೆ ನಿನ್ನ ತೂಗೋಯ್ಯಾಲೆ, ಚಂದಮಾಮ ಬಾನ ಏರಿ ಕತ್ತು ಮಲಗಿದ, ನಿದ್ದೆಗಣ್ಣಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡೀ ಭೂಮಿ ಬೆಳಗಿದ, ಚಂದ್ರನ ಬೆಳಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲಗು ರಾಜಕುಮಾರಿ, ಕನಸಿನ ತೀರ ಏರಿ ಮಾಡು ಸವಾರಿ, ನೀ ಮಾಡು ಸವಾರಿ.
Wow, very nice, beautiful.
It's a very lovely song, my favorite.
It is. Great. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
It was such a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much.
Time for a short break here on the show. When we come back, we have singer Ankit Tiwari, Unplugged. Teri galiyan, galiyan, teri galiyan, with us. And Sanjeev Kumar's book that is shaking up the bookstores. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Now Showing. I'm Atika Farooqui. Ankit Tiwari, the voice behind such chart busters like Sun Raha Hai Tu from Aashiqui 2 and Tu Hai Ki Nahi from Roy, talks to my colleague Vishal Chatkara about his latest song, Galiyan Returns, from this week's release, Ek Villain Returns, and why lyrics come easy to him.
तेरी गलियां गलियां तेरी गलियां मुझको भावे गलियां तेरी गलियां.
Ankit, you are back with your heart-touching number Teri Galiyan with this new version for the film Ek Villain Return. You also sang the song 2014 version. So how has your relationship with this song changed since 2014?
This song गलियां एक विलन रिटर्न्स, एक विलन और एक विलन रिटर्न्स के बीच का एक ब्रिज है. बहुत टाइम बाद ऐसा लगा कि वैसा ही सब कुछ हो रहा है, तो सेम फील था. मुझसे ही आज मुझको मिला दे, देखूं आज तो मैं तू है कि नहीं, मैं आस पास तेरे और मेरे पास तू है कि नहीं.
You are somebody who do a lot of concerts. So after recording a song, do you immediately pick the song that you think will be suitable or apt for the stage? या कब पता लगता कि गाना हिट है?
एक्चुअली जब इंटरव्यूज होते हैं तब पता चलता है गाना हिट है. वाइब है, वो पता चल जाता है कि गाना हिट है. और गाना सोशल मीडिया पे जो भी आपको फॉलो करते हैं वो आपको कमेंट कर रहे हैं, डीएम कर रहे हैं. अब नंबर्स पे होता है कि कितने मिलियंस पे पहुंचा गाना, कितना क्या हुआ, कितना स्ट्रीमिंग कैसी जा रही है. मैं कभी भी नंबर्स गेम पे बिलीव करता नहीं हूँ, क्योंकि पता होता है कि इतने सारे नंबर्स तो खरीदे जा रहे हैं और सच्चाई कुछ और है. लेकिन फिर भी अगर जेन्युइनली देखा जाए तो होते हैं कुछ लोग जो देखते हैं और आपके कमेंट सेक्शन में जाके कमेंट करते हैं, लाइक करते हैं. तो दोनों चीजें पॉसिबल हैं सामने. बट एक अच्छा गाना जो लोगों को पसंद आ रहा है, जो लोगों के दिल में उतर रहा है, वो रिक्रिएशन हो या ओरिजिनल हो, वो जगह बना लेता है. मुझको हीरा दे दे, कसमें देवा दे दे, मेरी दुआओं के इशारों को सहारे दे, दिल को ठिकाने दे, नए बहाने दे, ख्वाबों की बारिशों को मौसम के पैमाने दे.
Born as Harihar Jethalal Zariwala on July 9, 1938, Sanjeev Kumar was perhaps one of the greatest actors to have graced the silver screen. He acted in over 100 films, an actor par excellence who delivered some of the most memorable performances in films such as Sholay, Angur, Khilona and Andhi, to name a few. He died in 1985 due to heart attack at the young age of 47. His biography, Sanjeev Kumar, the actor we all loved, is co-authored by his nephew Uday Zariwala and Rita Ramamurthy Gupta. It is on the stands. Listen to these co-authors talking to my colleague Vishal Chatkara about why Sanjeev Kumar's journey is relevant even today and the man he truly was.
Being a very private person, our family also being very private, thought of writing a book or, getting a book about him. But when Ritaji contacted us, we spent some time together. And then I said, it's about time to have a book on him.
Gulzar Saab. You know, he was very clear that don't make him out to be an unhappy man. My friend was a very happy man. So if you're going to write this book, make sure you write a happy book. He's also given such a beautiful poem in the book, Na Leke Jao Mere Dost Ka Janaza. After the release of Sanjeev Kumar's first film, Nishan, in 1965, in those days he used to travel by bus. So one of the producers happened to be in the same bus as him. So he followed him home, and then he saw that he was making his cup of chai in his own hands, and he said, I want to cast you in one of my films. What is your rate? So Sanjeev Kumar said 25,000. So he said, no, but I have only 10,000 to offer you. So Sanjeev Kumar said, yes, when you saw that I sleep in the kitchen of my chawl, you reduced some amount. Then you saw me making chai myself for use and you reduced some amount. So 25,000 became 10,000. But my fee is still 25,000. And then the producer had no choice but to sign him at 25,000. So whether you're a student of cinema or whether you're a student wanting to learn how to come out of a tough patch and make it in life, there is something in it in his story. If you look at Martin Scorsese's list of 40 films you must watch before you die, Shatranj Ke Khiladi features in them. The Guardian used to call him India's answer to Gregory Peck. He was truly someone who had, by sheer force of talent, made a name for himself, not just in India, but across the world. Today, of course, when we look at so many other actors who are following the same path, he was no doubt one of the pioneers, and that makes his story extremely relevant. So the book explores a gamut of relationships. Like media was obsessed with getting Salman Khan married. The decade of 1975 onwards, media was obsessed with getting Sanjeev Kumar married. When we announced the book itself, HarperCollins had mentioned to us that many people have got in touch with them for the biopic rights for the film, and we are looking forward to that happening soon. Ayushmann Khurrana might be able to play him best. I don't know why.
Second could be Rajkumar Rao. I think any one of them, I guess.
This weekend, why don't you watch Gulzar Sahab's Koshish, which had Sanjeev Kumar and Jaya Bhaduri. The movie depicts a deaf and mute couple and their conflicts, pain and struggle to carve out a niche for themselves in a desensitized society. It was inspired by the 1961 Japanese film Happiness of Us Alone. The film was remade in Tamil in 1977 with Kamal Haasan and Sujata in the lead. Watch it and tell us how it was. Take care. Goodbye.